Hi guys, it's Joey. So this is going to be a witchy haul. It's mostly witchy stuff. There's a couple of non-witchy bits. And we're going to talk a little bit about why I've decided to actually do a witchy haul and why I've actually got a few bits. Some of them I'd ordered already. Topping up type bits, like this one order of herbs. And that's me topping up the herbs I use regularly, and I'll talk about the meanings and things like that and share as I'm doing. And some things are for crafting, which if you've watched some of the other videos you know that times have been difficult lately, and sometimes what we really need to do is throw ourselves into things that we know that we love doing, and crafting is an expression of my soul, so that's another thing. So I'm going to go ahead and share bits and pieces and discuss each one. So I ordered a few bits from Pagan Dreams. They've not been as good in recent times as they used to be. They've made up for every error they've made, but the errors and things seem to be more. But they do still stock things which I regularly use, and the prices are reasonable. So the first thing I got from them, well, I got a few crafting items which I'm not going to show you because it's boring as like wax. So you know, but I got 3 pink candles. And I got 3 pink candles to continue on with my energies of self-love, which I've been talking about a little bit last week with the Beltane stuff, with everything I was going through. I've mentioned it a little bit on Facebook about respect and love beginning within yourself. I might even make a video about it. I might do, I don't know, I'll see how I feel about it. And therefore I'm continuing on with self-love work, and pink candles, whilst they can be used for love magic, or it's more familiar love, like friendship love rather than anything else, for me I'm coming to associate them very much with the rose quartz and the healing of the self. Talking of which, I got 4 rose quartz at the weekend from the farm shop. I don't know if I've mentioned the farm shop, I'm sure I must have done. And these are quite big. They were 4 in a big bag for $1.99, and they're really quite large. I mean, if you compare them to the thing, so I was thinking, you know, they're a good size and they can carry on working in conjunction with that energy of self-love, which I think is really, really important. And the other thing I got from Pagan Dreams that I'm going to show is agrimony. So agrimony is a herb which I highly recommend if you are suffering with a lot of issues that you feel like might be negative, either negative spell work against you on purpose, or the manifestation of a person's negative thought processes towards you. And it's really good for return to sender, breaking hexes, that sort of thing. It really does have that thoroughly cleansing out vibration where it really does just, you know, turn it around and get rid of it. It's really potent, it's really wonderful for that. So everything else from Pagan Dreams was crafting related. I got some more tree charms for the ogham candles, that sort of thing, and wax and things of that boring nature. Oh, they sent me some free jasmine incense, but I've got a feeling this is one that I don't like very much. And on the crafting side of things, I also got some silver glitter today from the next town over. I got some other bits and pieces, but I'm not going to be showing them because it will spoil the surprises and the crafting that's going to come next. So I also found these, which I think are absolutely amazing. Right? Firstly, I love the little bottle. I think the bottle is so cute. These are purple salts. They're actually dyed with red wine, and I've never seen them before, and I was like, you know what, that's going to go into my crafting. Purple. Plus it kind of also works with this. You know, the self-love energies of, I got a cold shiver when I said that, so I'm guessing that's what I actually picked them up for. And while we talk a little bit about self-love, I'm going to show 2 nail varnishes just because, you know, why not? I'm a big fan of Barry M. I always have been. So these are the 2 nail varnishes. I will zoom in a little bit, talk a little bit about Barry M, and then I'll show you my nails a bit. Actually, you know what? That is this one over black. And this is their Aquarium Mermaid. And then this is Huckleberry, the jelly sort of, they're very shiny. I actually had this over that originally, and then I thought, you know, I bet this is beautiful over black, and that's it over black. I've loved Barry M since I was a teenager. I've always loved it, and I think my friends will probably attest to it. You know. I love the colours, I love the prices, I think they're really reasonable. They do not and never have tested on animals. They're above board in all those departments. And the other thing is, I'd bought other, I guess you call them topper nail varnishes, that are similar idea flake-wise to this. And I've had problems with other ones, like they don't settle down, they don't lie flat, and as you can see, you know, no problems with that with these. And they don't last very long, and the Barry M ones last really well. So, and the reason I'm talking about nail varnish halfway through a Witchy video, I realise that some people will not care less, but it's again tying into feeling better. Just painting your nails and feeling a bit better, you know, when you're having a tough time, it can just help to look down at something shiny. I guess. I think I don't even know if it's worth showing the Tealights. I mean, I went to Wilko's, and I've been getting the Black Midnight Iris Wilko's Tealights since Samhain. Was it last year or the year before? I can't really remember. I generally use these black Tealights from Wilko's for bases, particularly in like banishing work or whatever, just because they're cheap and they're not particularly. The smell is actually alright considering that they're cheap Tealights, but you know. And I also picked up some apple orchard ones. These actually smell not too bad. You know, they're cheap Tealights again, but I thought the green was nice, and it's going to be useful for spell work going forward that I have in mind. So that's, I don't know how interesting that is, but I mean they're cheap Tealights, so you know. So then I went to Holistic Fields again today. So I got myself another bath bomb. They're locally made, and this one is Yorkshire Violet. I don't know what the difference is with it being Yorkshire Violet, but there you go. And it smells really, really nice, and this is again part and parcel of just taking care of myself and making myself feel better, and I'll probably have a bath tomorrow and smell nice. And I forgot my book. Oh. Okay. So these are some crystals I picked up in Holistic Fields today, right? Can we? We've got tissue. Where did tissue come from? Grief. Right. So these are quartz with galena, I believe, and it's a lead sulfate, and you mustn't make elixirs out of them for that reason, and they can contain silver quite frequently. And I left all my meanings in my book in the other room, so I'm going to try and remember. I'm very certain that it's to do with aligning your etheric body and your physical body and grounding yourself whilst being on like a spiritual quest, which is kind of what I'm going to be doing this week. So I felt very, very drawn to these. I had no idea what galena was, but I felt very, very drawn to them, and when I looked at the meanings I was like, oh, that kind of fits. And it has a grounding energy. It's sort of absorbing negativity and allowing you to get back to your true self, that sort of energy. I then got another one of the little pick and mix bags, and I was feeling a bit low today, so I was like, you know what, we need one of them. We need one of them. So I got another amethyst. Amethyst won't leave me alone even when I'm trying not to. And then I believe this is a merlinite. I'm pretty sure it's a merlinite. It has that blue fleck through, but it's mostly this almost grey colour. I'm pretty sure it's a merlinite. I was sort of debating whether or not it could be blue quartz, but I was thinking the bag itself is spiritual enlightenment, but I got the pick and mix one, spiritual awareness. And from a spiritual awareness point of view, merlinite makes a lot more sense than blue quartz. Blue quartz is more to do with healing, whereas merlinite has the whole magician, spiritual energy, spiritual awareness, seeking your own path type energy. And then, or it was selenite. I don't actually have a piece of tumbled stone selenite, so, and that's kind of, you know, mysteries, the moon goddess, that sort of thing, so that's cool. And it all came in a little blue bag. And the last thing and the main thing that I got from there is this bad boy. This is smoky quartz again. I know, I'm obsessive. Smoky quartz again is my sort of second spiritual stone, and it's actually right now is one of my primary stones that I just hold on to all the time. This, rose quartz and tourmaline, I'm holding on to all the time right now. So this was calling to me, and it's kind of beautiful for holding in the hand. So one-handed, right? So it fits right in the palm of my hand. It has a quite flat, almost, and it almost has like a remote control type. Don't be turning the TV on with it though. So I was thinking about using it within healing work, within programming me, like for the chakra work for this week. I might be using this to recycle any negative energy into positive energy, which is one of smoky quartz's main energies, you know, and anything negative, be it from within you, be it from without you, be it wherever, it like gets it, eats it, and recycles it for more than it's worth, kind of energy. And I need that right now with balancing my energies out, with picking myself up and getting on with it. So this was a witchy haul, and it was, you know, a bit silliness, but I kind of needed it, so that's why there is one. Many blessings.